We'll be keeping an eye on the skies as we go through the rest of your afternoon and into the evening, especially in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND as thunderstorms develop. Some of those storms could become strong to severe. We do also, for what it's worth, cool down into the 50s tonight, 40s out to the west, but we're going to be keeping an eye on what we see rolling through as that cold front pushes through the region as priority one. Tomorrow, a breezy day, but a cooler one as well, 60s across the board. And we cool down even further toward the end of the week. More on that coming up, but First to 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, first at 4.
We look at what happened in the courtroom this morning as 6 Mitchell baseball players were officially charged with rape.
Plus, we look into an effort in Minnehaha County to help people take care of their warrants.
And later, it is apple picking season across KELOLAND. We're going to check out a crop at an orchard near Brandon. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. 6 Mitchell Legion baseball players say they're not guilty of rape. The alleged crimes happened in June when the team was in Rapid City for a tournament.
18-year-old Hudson Haley and 19-year-old Landon Modell face up to 150 years in prison if they're found guilty. They are both charged with crimes against 2 victims.
The other 4 suspects are accused of raping 1 victim. If they're found guilty, they'd each face a maximum of 100 years in prison. All 6 suspects will be back in court in February.
The Pennington County State's Attorney's Office says that the other adults with the team could also face charges if they knew about the crimes and didn't report them.
Sioux Falls police are investigating a shooting that injured a 45-year-old woman overnight. Officers were called to 6th Street and Spring Avenue in the central part of the city around 1:30 this morning for reports of gunshots. Authorities say the woman was shot in her arm and leg. She's expected to survive. So far, no one has been arrested. Police are looking through surveillance cameras in the area to figure out who was involved.
Sioux Falls police are also trying to find the people involved in a crash and a robbery. Officers say 2 vehicles crashed around 4 o'clock this morning along East Rice Street. Investigators say that a woman in the vehicle who caused the crash pepper sprayed the driver of the other vehicle. The victim got out of that car, and police say that's when the suspect stole her vehicle. Authorities say that the victim was not seriously hurt, though. All right, let's get a look at our weather forecast. Boy, we've had a little variety of everything today.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's a little interesting in the southeast, Adam.
Yeah, we're going to be keeping an eye on southeastern KELOLAND as a cold front begins to make its move into our neck of the woods. That's going to act as a focal point for showers and thunderstorms to develop as we go later into the evening and even into the first portion of your night as well. We already had a few showers and thunderstorms earlier move through near Vermilion and the southern Union or Lincoln County, in through Union County as well. Here's a look at live Doppler radar. You can see that initial little run of rain now pushing northeastward east of the I-29 corridor, but we are also going to watch out into Nebraska. We do have those severe thunderstorm watches extending as far north as Boyd County. That's until 8 p.m. Central. And you notice all of these showers and thunderstorms firing up. That is along our frontal boundary and is going to continue to push to the east as we go through the next several hours. We were able to get a good view of that one storm in Yankton not too long ago. They're at 72 now, a rain-cooled 72 at that. Southerly breeze still in place at 15 miles per hour. That will help bring in a little more moisture ahead of that front as we go through your evening commute and even into the end of the evening for that matter. 80 in Winter, 78 in Pierre, but you notice out to the west there is cooler air in place. 50 Custer, 57 Spearfish, 67 out toward Rapid City. Compare that to the upper 70s and low 80s in many locations over to the east, except for, again, Yankton and Sioux Falls. They also had that temperature get kicked back a little bit down to 70 now at the airport. Winds are making their presence known, but depending on what side of the river you're on, it's either a southerly wind east river or a westerly wind if you are West River. So we'll have those showers and thunderstorms continue to fire up as we go through the evening, including your evening commute. So you will want to keep an eye on things and stay weather aware as we watch these storms move through. A slight risk level 2 out of 5 is in place race in yellow, extending about as far north and east as areas just south of Marshall. This includes Madison, Brookings, Sioux Falls, Yankton, Vermilion, and down to Sioux City. A marginal risk in green goes from Mitchell to Huron, Watertown, Millbank, Sisseton, and then through the rest of southwestern Minnesota and northwestern Iowa. We'll break down the details of what we're watching for this evening and go through the rest of your 7-day forecast, which does feature a return to form in terms of more autumnal weather coming up as we head through the hour.
Thanks, Adam. Well, today, the Minnehaha County Auditor briefed the County Commission on plans to open up the lottery application process for a medical marijuana dispensary license. The license was abandoned by the company that won the original lottery in 2021. But now a company in one of the backup positions says they should get the license. Shangri-La Cultivation has a growing operation in Brandon, and the COO says its location off Arrowhead Parkway would fill a void.
But we also believe we've incurred a lot of expenses. Shangri-La has not only, done floor plans, engineering, been prepared to build out the dispensary, started to give up hope, if you will, and then suddenly announced that Genesis Farms intended to forfeit their license.
The County Commission says the path ahead is clear. Gene Bender says the ordinance directs the county to hold another lottery application process, which starts on October 10th and ends in January.
Minnesota's Attorney General is reviewing two proposed healthcare mergers. Essentia Health wants to merge with Marshfield Clinic, while St. Luke's, Duluth, and Asperis Health plan to merge. This comes a few months after the proposed merger between Sanford and Fairview was stopped. Earlier this year, Minnesota lawmakers passed a bill to expand the power of the Minnesota Attorney General's office to oversee large-scale transactions when it comes to healthcare facilities.
NASCAR is coming to Iowa next year. There will be a Cup Series race at the Iowa Speedway in Newton on June 16th. This is the culmination of 17 years of work and campaigning by the owners and operators of the Iowa Speedway. The track first opened in 2006 with the dream of one day bringing NASCAR's Top Series to Iowa.